What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel, check out the content. With that being said, man, I'm gonna get right into my topic, man. And LeBron James named his starting five, like his NBA all-time starting five, man. And I was surprised at one of the names on this list. Now his list is his list, right? I would have I would make a couple changes on this, but other than that, his list is his list. So let me get started with LeBron's list. First, now this is not including. He said, not including him. This is like if he was a GM. First name on his list is Oscar Robertson, right? He said that Oscar Robertson would be on his list. That would be his point guard. Um, so that's not a bad choice. The second name on his list was uh was Larry Bird. I can agree with Larry Bird. Larry Bird, excellent three-point shooter. Great in the half court. A great team defensive ball player, one of the best of all time. So I can definitely agree with Larry Bird. Um, his big man in the paint is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem, man, what can I say about Kareem with the sky hook? Excellent, one of the greatest, in my opinion. Definitely Kareem is in that GOAT conversation. So I can definitely, agree with Kareem being on that list. Um, Shaquille O'Neal on the list. That's, Shaquille, one of the most dominant big men to ever play the game. Um, yeah, definitely can agree with Shaquille being on that list. I mean, I don't have a problem with his list. I'm not sure Shaquille would be on my list. I'm gonna give my list after I talk about his list. But Shaquille O'Neal, man, one of the most dominant basketball players to ever play the game. And his fifth player was, surprisingly enough, was Michael Jordan. He said Michael Jordan would be his starter, right? And I was surprised to hear him say Michael Jordan. LeBron, he never says anything negative about Michael Jordan, but he don't most of the time he don't include Michael Jordan in any of his in any of his comments or his statements or anything. He usually stay away from that. But I mean, I think that Mike was that dude. You can't help but you can't help but have Mike on there. Mike before anybody else. So I guess he almost had to put Mike on there as his starter. Now my as far as my starting five, my all-time five would be I would take Oscar Robertson off of there and put and put Magic on there, right? Because Magic, you talking about a 6'10" guard, man. A 6'10" guard that can run the floor. Can see the floor very well. Excellent in the half court. Not just running the court, the fast break, but he was also excellent with the half court, right? So I definitely would have Magic on there instead of Oscar Robertson. I know, like, a lot of old school dudes would probably. I never had an opportunity to see Oscar Robertson, so that's probably why I'm taking Oscar off. Larry Bird. Larry Bird, I dig Larry Bird. I had the opportunity to watch Larry Bird um, his last year in college and his entire NBA career. So I can go with Larry Bird. Larry Bird, I would keep on there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, yeah, I would keep Kareem on there. You know what I mean. I was a big fan of Kareem and that sky hook. Definitely couldn't. That sky hook was you couldn't. It wasn't no defense against the sky hook. I seen tapes. I only seen one person block that sky hook, and that was what's his name? Wilt Chamberlain. I seen him block that sky hook, and that was crazy. He blocked it a couple times, so it wasn't like, you know, he caught it one time. He caught it a couple times in the same game. So Wilt Chamberlain was that dude. So I would definitely keep Kareem. Now, I would Shaq. I'm a big Shaq fan. But if we talking like my starting five, I will replace Shaq and put in Hakeem Olajuwon, right? Hakeem Olajuwon, man, his defense, you know, shot blocker, rebounding, and then on the offensive end, he was a terror, man. I mean, Hakeem Olajuwon just had that he had footwork, man, like a guard. You know, I mean, his footwork was just crazy. Then he could step away from the basket, you know, and hit the mid range, which really he ain't do too much shooting outside of that paint because his footwork was just a beast. So, you know, I don't think I would take definitely I would put Hakeem Olajuwon over top of Shaq. And I know a lot of people, you know, Shaq fans and all probably wouldn't want to, you know, they wouldn't want to do that, but you gotta have Hakeem Olajuwon in there. And then what can I say, you know, about Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan, you know what I mean? Like in my opinion, the best basketball player to ever lace them up, Michael Jordan. So yeah, those are the changes that I would make. You know what I mean? Like I said, I would put Hakeem in there and Magic in there, and everything else was right on point. You know what I mean? I'm surprised that you know, everything else was right on point. But let me know what you think. Who do you think like your top five, your starting five, you know, all-time starting five for the NBA? Let me know what your five is. Let me know, or if you agree with me, you know, let me know that. Or if you agree with LeBron, let me know. You know, I mean, put that also in the comment. But with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe. And I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.